Welcome to the Gig Economy Guide. You need to hear this if you're a freelancer. Many talented freelancers right here in India and all over the world make a fundamental error. They start their journey by charging far too little for their valuable services. This is not a rare occurrence, it is a widespread plague affecting countless independent professionals. They mistakenly believe that a lower price tag is the only way to attract their first few clients. This initial decision, born out of uncertainty or a desire to just get started, can set a very difficult precedent. It creates an uphill battle from day one, making it harder to demand fair compensation later on. Your skills are not static, they grow, and so should your understanding of their worth. The reasons behind this chronic underselling are varied and often deeply personal. Fear plays a significant role. The fear of rejection, the fear of not being good enough, the fear that clients will simply walk away if the price is not rock bottom. Imposter syndrome, that nagging feeling of being a fraud despite your capabilities, also rears its ugly head. For many, especially those new to the world of business, there's a simple lack of knowledge about how to price services effectively. They haven't been taught. When a potential client, often looking for a bargain, pushes for a lower rate, a freelancer lacking confidence might quickly cave in. This is often framed as any work is better than no work, a dangerously short-sighted view. The immediate consequences of such underpricing are often dire and all too predictable. Financial struggle becomes a constant companion, making it difficult to cover basic living expenses, let alone invest in your professional growth. To make ends meet, the freelancer is forced to take on an unsustainable workload, leading to burnout. Imagine working 12 or 14 hours a day, day after day, just to earn what you should be making in a standard workday. This relentless pressure not only affects your health and well-being but also invariably impacts the quality of your work. You cannot deliver your best, most creative solutions when you are exhausted and feeling unappreciated. Furthermore, consistently low prices send a very clear and often damaging signal to the market. Your price is not just a number, it is a powerful communication tool. When you charge significantly less than the established market rates, potential clients might perceive your services as being of lower quality. They might assume you lack experience or, worse, that you are desperate for work. This perception can attract the wrong type of clients, those who are primarily price-driven, demanding, and often less respectful of your time and expertise. You end up in a cycle of low pay, high stress, and unsatisfying projects, making it incredibly difficult to build a truly rewarding freelance career. Setting the right price for your freelance services is not merely about covering your monthly bills. It is far more profound than that. It is about building a sustainable, thriving business that respects your talent and effort. Proper pricing is the cornerstone upon which your long-term success and professional reputation are built. When you price your work appropriately, you are making a statement. You are telling the world, and more importantly yourself, that your skills have tangible value. This fosters respect not only from your clients but also cultivates self-respect, which is crucial for navigating the ups and downs of freelance life. It allows you to invest in new tools, learn new skills, and ultimately, provide even better service. The first practical step in determining your worth is to conduct thorough market research. You need to understand what others in your field, with similar skills and experience, are charging. Start by exploring popular freelance platforms. Websites like Upwork, freelancer.com, or even local Indian job portals can offer insights. Look at profiles of freelancers in your niche. Pay attention to their listed services, their years of experience, the quality of their portfolio, and, if visible, their rates or project pricing. Beyond platforms, join online communities, forums, and social media groups dedicated to freelancers in your specific industry. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Many experienced freelancers are quite open to sharing general advice about pricing benchmarks, especially within a supportive community. However, your research should not stop at just looking at generic rate cards. You need to consider several nuanced factors that influence pricing. Your specific niche or specialization plays a huge role. A highly specialized skill usually commands a higher price than a generalist service. The number of years you have dedicated to honing your craft, backed by a strong portfolio showcasing successful projects, significantly adds to your market value. Geographic location can also be a factor. Freelancers operating in major metropolitan cities like Mumbai or Bengaluru might encounter different rate expectations compared to those in smaller towns, although the global nature of freelancing is reducing this disparity. The key is to understand the context of the rates you see. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, you must conduct an honest and objective assessment of your own unique skills, experience, and the tangible value you deliver to your clients. Make a comprehensive list of your technical abilities, your soft skills like communication and project management, and any unique methodologies you employ. Reflect on your past projects. What specific problems did you solve for your clients? Did your work help them increase their revenue, save significant time, improve their brand image, or achieve a critical business goal? Quantifying this impact, even if an estimate, helps you understand the true value you provide, which often extends far beyond the mere hours you spend working on a task. Once you have a better understanding of your market value, the next step is to choose a pricing model that aligns with your services and your goals. One common approach is charging an hourly rate. This model is straightforward for both you and the client to understand. It works particularly well for projects where the scope is fluid or ongoing support is required, as you are compensated for all the time you invest. However, hourly rates have their downsides. If you become highly efficient and complete tasks quickly, you essentially penalize yourself by earning less for the same outcome. Moreover, some clients can become overly focused on the clock, potentially creating a sense of being micromanaged rather than being valued for your expertise. Another popular strategy is project-based pricing, where you quote a fixed fee for the entire project or a set of deliverables. This approach allows you to focus on the outcome rather than the hours clocked, and it often has a higher earning potential if you can accurately estimate the effort involved and work efficiently. Clients generally appreciate project-based pricing because it provides them with cost certainty from the outset, making it easier for them to budget. The main challenge here lies in meticulously defining the project scope upfront. If the scope expands without a corresponding adjustment in price, a phenomenon known as scope creep, you can end up doing significantly more work for the same fixed fee, eroding your profitability. A more advanced and often more lucrative pricing model is value-based pricing. This strategy moves away from counting hours or deliverables and instead focuses on the tangible value your work brings to the client's business. If your services directly contribute to a significant increase in their profits, a substantial reduction in their costs, or a major improvement in their market position, your price should reflect a portion of that created value. This requires a deep understanding of your client's business goals and the ability to articulate and demonstrate the return on investment (ROI) they can expect. While not suitable for every freelancer or every project, value-based pricing can be incredibly powerful for those who can confidently prove their impact. Failing to choose an appropriate pricing strategy, or worse, consistently underselling your services, can have devastating long-term consequences for your freelance career. Persistently low prices tend to attract clients who are looking for the cheapest option, not the best value. These clients can be disproportionately demanding, less appreciative of your efforts, and more likely to dispute payments. You risk getting trapped in a cycle of low-paying, unfulfilling projects, leaving you with no time or energy to seek out better opportunities or invest in upgrading your skills. Ultimately, this can lead to severe burnout, disillusionment, and potentially the abandonment of your freelance aspirations, while also devaluing the profession for everyone. To avoid the pitfalls of underselling, you must be proactive and strategic about setting your prices from the very beginning. Once your research is complete, establish a base rate that you feel is fair, reflects your current skill level, and importantly, that you are comfortable stating with confidence. It should not be the absolute lowest price you think someone might pay. Rather, it should be a rate that values your time and expertise appropriately. Alongside setting this rate, make it a consistent habit to document all your achievements, gather client testimonials, and build a compelling portfolio. These elements serve as tangible proof of your capabilities and provide strong justification for your pricing, helping to build trust and credibility with potential clients. Your journey as a freelancer is one of continuous growth and learning. As you gain more experience, master new skills, and build a stronger reputation, your value in the marketplace naturally increases. Pay attention to the signals. Are you consistently delivering exceptional results? Is your schedule becoming increasingly booked? Are you receiving more referrals and unsolicited project inquiries? These are clear indicators that the demand for your services is rising, and it is an opportune moment to consider adjusting your prices upwards. Don't make the mistake of keeping your rates stagnant for years out of fear or inertia. Gradual, periodic increases are a normal part of a healthy freelance business. When it comes time to implement a price increase, communication is key. For new clients, the process is straightforward. You simply quote your updated rates. For existing clients, especially those with whom you have long-term relationships, it is professional courtesy to provide them with advance notice. Explain your reasons clearly and confidently. Perhaps you have invested in new training, expanded your service offerings, or your operational costs have risen. Most reasonable clients who value your work will understand and accept the adjustment, particularly if you continue to deliver excellent results. Be prepared that some may choose to seek alternatives, and that is perfectly acceptable. It often creates space for new clients willing to pay your new, higher rate. Ultimately, mastering freelance pricing is an ongoing process, not a one-time task you complete and forget. Your pricing strategy should evolve as your career progresses. Make it a point to regularly revisit and reassess your rates, perhaps annually or after completing a significant project or acquiring a new certification. Believe deeply in the unique value and perspective you bring to your clients. Do not be afraid to charge what you are genuinely worth. With each successfully completed project and each satisfied client, your confidence will grow, making it easier to command the rates you deserve. Keep learning, keep refining your skills, keep delivering excellence, and ensure your pricing always reflects your true professional standing.